What is up, YouTube? Today we'll be doing a video on the infamous water leak on the 5th gen Rams, I believe from 2019, and I do believe the 2021s have the same issue. On top of that, we're going to be doing a little install on some LED lights, so let's get to it. So this is my 2019 Ram. It does have about 5,000 miles on it. Let me show you guys where the leak, this infamous leak starts off from. These 5th gen Rams tend to leak from the back, the rear glass. One is from the third brake light, which I do have the issue. Every time I wash the truck, the headliner does get a little bit moist, and that is the one that I will be showing you guys a video on how to fix that issue. Another location where these trucks tend to leak from is this rear glass. As you can see here, this plastic trim piece, it is solid, no cracks. So if you do own one of your trucks, be aware that these tend to crack with all the flex of the truck. Unfortunately, the only fix to that leak issue is taking it to the dealership. Hopefully you guys are still under warranty, but I have 5,000 miles on this truck, a little over a year owning it, and thankfully no cracks. So what you're going to want to do is get a Phillips head screwdriver. There is 4 right here, and you're going to want to remove them. Be careful not to scratch your third brake light, as well as when you do come to retighten them, do not over tighten them. Do not. All 4 of them are off, you guys. They do have a little clear washer. Make sure you don't lose those. What you want to do is pry this thing up from the bottom over, and here you are. We're going to want to remove this clip, disconnect this clip. By doing so, you're going to be able to get full access of the brake light. You're going to squeeze the top of the clip and tug on it. Third brake light is now removed. While you're up here, definitely make sure your antenna is nice and snug. Another possible location I've heard from a few members over the forums online is that they do get leaks from this antenna. Mine seems pretty snug, thank God. Now to fix the issue, I highly suggest getting this to auto and marine rubber weather seal. I've been seeing everybody on the forums use this. Great stuff. I will post a link down below. I actually found this at my local Home Depot, so if you guys have a Home Depot where you say, definitely look out for this. If not, I will post a link down below for an Amazon link. Now that the third brake light is off, you're going to want to remove this gasket right here, and this is the gasket we're going to be replacing with the new strip. Now to remove the gasket a bit easier, what I'll be doing is heating the gasket up, so hopefully that reduces the stickiness of the adhesive, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, you guys, so this is the finished product. Definitely be prepared to use some elbow grease. The heat gun did help a bit when removing the old gasket. As you can see here, there's still some left. That's the best I could get to. What I did was I grabbed the heat gun. From there, I heated the area. I removed the initial gasket. The leftover, I was scraping it off with the blade. Just be careful not to damage your third brake light. Now, once your third brake light is prepared, the gasket is off to the best you could do. Before laying out your new seal, you definitely want to make sure that the surface is clean-ish, I should say. Now to put the new gasket in. Definitely a lot thicker than the original one. Let me see if I could get a comparison. So what I'll be doing is, this is the bottom part of the third brake light. That's where I'll be starting off at, wrapping around the top and ending back down at the bottom. Alright, you guys, so this is the finished product. As I mentioned, I started off from the bottom, wrapped around to the top, and ended at the bottom. This weather stripping is definitely easy to work with, easy to curve. Check it out. Now that the gasket is on properly, we're going to be replacing these incandescent lights with LED lights. I do not recommend switching out the middle one, which is going to be your red one. I've seen people report that once they switch this out, it makes the key fall back up. So just a heads up, I will not be replacing this one, but I will be replacing the two side ones, which are the clear ones. Unfortunately, I do have the Laramie and I do have the LED package, and unfortunately these did not come LED. I don't know why. Mopar, Chrysler, get your shit together. But yeah, to switch them out, all you gotta do is twist them to one side and they pop right off. I will be replacing these with Sylvania Zebo LEDs. You can definitely find cheaper ones on Amazon. I do not recommend those because after a while they start flickering. Some of them are just not as bright and you run into so many issues with them. Just spend the extra money, get yourself some quality ones, and you'll be happy. Now to install them, pretty simple. Just pop these guys in. They are a little bit bigger than your OEM ones, so you might have some difficulty squeezing them in, but they fit. There's one of them. Now we just gotta get this one in and we'll be ready to go. Both of them are now in, and remember the middle one, you can go ahead and do so. I decided not to, but if you do switch out the middle incandescent light on your third brake light, the possibilities of running into key fob issues might happen. Just remember that. Install the back end. Remember, first connect your harness, pops right back in. After that, pop this guy back in, make sure everything aligns. All done, you guys. From the top you can definitely see the thickness of the new gasket. Just make sure when you're tightening up the screws back in, push on the top of the third brake light and not to tighten too much on the screws. You might over tighten them and you might get into even bigger issues. All right, you guys, the project now is done. I got my third brake light sealed up as well as some LEDs. Definitely got rid of those incandescent lights. They were disgusting. I hate that yellow lighting. Once again, I don't know why this Laramie did not come with LED lights on the third brake light. Every single light in here is LED other than that one. Who knows? But now everything's ready to go. I'm happy. Hopefully the headliner doesn't leak anymore. Stay tuned for more videos. If you haven't checked out my other 5th gen Ram videos, definitely do so. I definitely recommend this project. If you do have a 5th gen Ram, spend the extra money. It only costs a few bucks. Make sure your headliner doesn't get screwed up. Luckily for me, I do have the black headliner, so you don't see it as much. For the people that have that tan interior, be careful. Until next time, you guys, and definitely remember to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys on the next one.
AR, baby.